These kicks are garbage. What is up, y'all? Man, listen, it's like Nike knew everyone was calling sneakers app and all these new shoes and all these new drops just straight trash and decided to capitalize on it perfectly. So, of course, you've probably seen a million of these, but we're talking about the Space Hippies. So the ones we have today are the Space Hippie 4s in both the colorways. I think one of them was really meant to drop with the next pack that comes out, but we'll talk about that and why I think that's the case. So first, let's start with the boxes, and I'll show you the most I can because it has all my info on it, but that's really all you're getting. Nike does you dirty with this again. Does you dirty with all of this and all of that, because it's just right on the box. And I'll put some more B-roll of the box in there as we get into it. As just a general consumer, you know, who hates all the garbage and all the trash that comes with buying shoes, and I don't normally keep all my boxes. I keep some of them, but for the most part I don't keep them, especially the double box that comes for shipping. It's just too much. And you know, as someone who buys a lot of shoes, I feel kind of bad about it, just adding to all the garbage and all the crap that goes along with being a consumer. So it's kind of cool to see it just come all in one package like this. This is the shoe box. This is what it shipped in. There's no tissue, no other packaging, bubble wrap, none of that other, you know, plastic stuff. Even the paper, if it's recyclable, cool, but it's still why we don't need it. If you're a reseller, I don't know how you're doing this, because this is it. I mean, you could double box it, but your info's right on the other side. I mean, all my shipping info is right there. You could black it out, you could rip it off, but if I try to rip this paper off, the shipping label, I'm pretty sure it's gonna rip apart the box, and I don't know if StockX is taking that. So I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, there's pairs for sale on GOAT and StockX, so GOAT's a little more lenient, I imagine, because they sell used shoes or shoes with no box, damaged box. You can list all that. StockX is supposed to be, you know, brand new, perfect condition boxes even. So I don't know. I'm not reselling them. I'm not. If I do, it'll be to a friend, if anything, for one of these colorways. But it's cool they're thinking about trying to minimize and lower the impact that, you know, their products have. So a little talk about the Space Hippies Flynet yarn, which is the whole upper part that you're seeing, and I'll again put some vid up, but this upper part yarn is made of like 80–90% recycled content. They said on their website, on Nike's website, it says made from plastic bottles, t-shirts, and post-industrial scraps, whatever the hell that stuff is, which I'm guessing is just, you know, other trash outsoles, other parts of shoes that they just didn't use or need, ended up on the floor of the production line, all that stuff being used again. So I mean, the upper to be made of all that is pretty damn cool. I mean, especially that much of it, 85–90%, I think it said, or 80% of the whole upper of the shoe is made from that. And as soon as I heard or read that it was going to be from like plastic bottles, I imagined, how comfortable can that be? Like, it's probably going to be tough if it's made from like a harder plastic water bottle is what came to my mind. But let me tell you, this upper is crazy comfortable. Probably the most comfortable upper I've tried on in a while. And I have, I mean, quite a few shoes that are comfortable, especially for someone like me. Especially for someone like me who's got super wide feet. My pinky toe is always screaming, no matter, like, even with the Yeezy uppers, even Ultra Boost uppers, NMDs, those are comfortable. Yeezy 350, like V2s, V1, whatever, it's comfortable, but even after a while, my toe starts to rub. And let me just show you. I rock the hell out of these, but they're always just super more beat, like right here, because my foot is just wider. I'm a true to size 11. I don't go up a half size in Yeezy 350s like everyone says. I probably should, but with these, even if I just take the insole out, it's perfect for me. But if I don't, that starts to rub a little bit. And this upper is pretty comfortable. These Space Hippie 4s are crazy comfortable. Now, I don't know how well it's going to hold up over time, you know, because even with like NMDs, those are comfortable uppers, but over time, you know, that boost maybe gives, or it just stretches out and your foot starts to slide around a little bit. When you first put them on, it's great. But after a while, I mean, those, you know, after a while I'm just walking the dog in those and my foot's just sliding everywhere. I don't know how these are going to hold up. I might do another vid in like a month or so just to see, kind of life test them, see how they're actually holding up. If I can, you know, put some miles on them. But just first, right out of the gate, they're crazy comfortable. And the midsole, outsole, all that, although it looks wild, is comfortable also. If you have wide feet, give them a shot. I went true to size, although these are women's. So I went with a women's 12.5, which is a men's 11, of course. 1.5 down is how you do that. And then these also have a really interesting outsole and midsole. Definitely a different look. It's not going to be for everyone. They almost have like a Yeezy slide outsole kind of break to them. So let me just show you both here. So they kind of have like a Yeezy slide break up to them. So if you can see that like real ribbed area there, looks a lot like the Yeezy slide. The Yeezy slide is definitely much more jagged edge there, but it's got that kind of ribbed look, and it is crazy comfortable, and it's got give, it's got support. It is super nice. But this outsole is called, what Nike calls crater foam tooling, and it's made from ground up rubber. So it's all these other rubbers from their outsoles all ground up. Like 12% of it is, so not a whole lot, but that's cool that they're still using other parts of other shoes and putting it into this one. So these are the two 4s in the first Space Hippie collection. The colorways are Summit White Hyper Crimson, which is this one right here. And the next one we have is the Gray Volt colorway, which is my favorite. This one. Let me just... This is the one I really wanted, was the Gray Volt colorway. But the 4 shape is the one I wanted the most. It's the one I was looking forward to. Not the most popular if you're a reseller. The 1, I think, or the 3 was definitely the one that everyone was going for and that's reselling for a lot. That one I think is going in maybe like $400 or $500 for the Space Hippie 3, which is the high top one. It's got this crazy like pull lacing system that you just pull up, tightens it, and then you pull on the tab on the back heel to loosen it. Cool, but that's it. Just, I didn't like the look of it. I like the look of these. I can slide them on, slip them on, and I'm good to go. Retail price was $130. They're going for around $150 now. Probably even going down as people are starting to get their pairs from that. So not really making a whole lot of profit on these, if any. I mean, you know, you can call them bricks if you want, but there's not a whole lot of profit in those. The 3 is definitely the one with the most profit. That one retailed for $180 and is now again going for $500. Which is crazy because it looks like Nike's gonna kind of beat this whole concept into the ground. They have another round of the shoes coming out here, and I'll put some pictures up. The next round is coming up July 16th, so in a few days. They have the 1, 2, and 3 colorways coming out, our model silhouettes coming out in a Gray Volt colorway, which is this colorway. That's why I think this one was meant to come out on the 16th with this second pack, and this color was just meant in the first collection. I don't know why 4 shoes came out, 4 silhouettes came out, excuse me, 5 different shoes, right? So we had 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 had 2 colorways, but I don't know why Nike did it. It is what it is. Now we have them. Yeah, so on the 16th, retail again was $130 and then $180 for the Space Hippie 3, which is the high top one. So if you're into them, look out for those. Sneakers out, of course, and then I'm sure a bunch of other retailers, I know Nordstrom had these, Essence, like a bunch of other foot sites and shoe sites had those. I'm positive they have raffles open for them still, because they did the first round, especially for that 3, because everyone wants that one. But I mean, honestly, these weren't too hard to get. I don't think the 4s were as hyped as the rest of them. They just were my personal favorite. So again, yeah, if you're looking for these for retail, you can get most of the first collection for close to retail, if not just a little bit over retail, with, you know, StockX prices and all that, or their fees put into it. For most of the colors, again, that number 3, the high top, is the one where you're going to be spending easily double retail on those. Or you can just wait a few days, get the other colorway, which comes out, or try to go for them on the 16th, and you got them for retail. These, again, are not going to probably do any numbers like the first collection did. So if you're looking to resell them and you're looking toward the 16th, I probably wouldn't recommend going for any other one other than the 3, since that's the only one that's doing any numbers right now. If anything, these are probably going to go for under retail over some time, because they're doing nothing now, and they just came out. And it seems like, because it's only been about a week, that Nike's going to keep pumping these out, which is cool. I mean, they're trying to lower their impact. They have a cool video on Nike.com of kind of where they have the concept for these, how they're putting these together. They do a lot of like space themed stuff. I mean, they had the Air Max Mars, which are one of my favorites, that are total bricks. Nobody wanted those. Nobody's going for those, which is crazy, because the original moon landing ones sell for a ton of money on the resale market. Those came out years ago. Mars landing does nothing. You can get those for way under retail, but I love them. They're super cool. Let me get them for you. Like I said, so the moon landing is super cool, and then they did the Mars landing was the most recent one. I think it was 2019. Comes in a standard Nike box. Nike Air Max 90 Quick Strike Mars Stone Magma Orange is what the box reads. But only reason I bring it up is the whole concept behind the Space Hippie is life on Mars. So kind of reminded me of Mars Landing, which I love. I love Air Max 90s, first of all, but this colorway is crazy. This entire upper is 3M. Came with 3M laces, came with these laces, which are not 3M, but I just didn't want 3M on 3M on 3M on 3M. So, but these are cool. I don't know why they're not going for any money. They were a little limited, but I guess not crazy limited, just nobody really wanted them, but I love them. They came in full family sizing, so you can even get your kids them. I think they're cool as hell. But back to the point, their idea behind Space Hippie was life on Mars. You're stuck, you don't have all the tools, all the equipment to build what you need. You got to use the resources you have. So that's what they did with these. They found scraps, they found old parts of other shoes that they didn't want or didn't need anymore, and put this shoe together. Not 100%, it's like 80% for the upper, and then 12% for the outsole and midsole, which, okay, that's, you know, it's not great, it's not 100%, but I still think it's super cool. The box is even cool. It's recycled cardboard, which I think most recycled is, and then recycled ink. I forget what they call the ink, but it's like earth-friendly eco ink, something or other. I don't know what the hell it is. That you can find it somewhere, but it's just cool. Let me show you the most of the box that I can. But again, I'll have some better footage of that. But yeah, those are super cool. Again, July 16th, the next colorway is going to be the 1, 2, and 3 will be coming out in the Volt Gray colorway, just like the 4 did the first time. One other thing, I might as well just do an unboxing here since it just showed up. So, and I just got a message that, let me take a look. On July 17th, if you're into Fear of God and the Essentials pack, PacSun is going to drop their second Fear of God Essentials collection on July 17th, 8 a.m. Pacific, online only. Just got a little message from a buddy. But since it just came in the mail, I thought it was a perfect time. I'll just unbox this now and see how it looks. This is the Fear of God Essentials PacSun hoodie that dropped maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I forget the date when it first came out, but it's taken a while to ship and get delivered. Get this thing open. So cool, comes in a essentials bag. So it says boom, essentials right there. This bag is not a toy, in case you were wondering. Don't play with the bag. So I got the charcoal gray. Listen, I'm a big dude, and all the other essentials Fear of God stuff with PacSun I got was extra large, and it fit me just fine. It's actually a little loose because other stuff seemed oversized. So I got this in an extra large. I didn't have the option for a 2X. Normally I'm a 2X in pretty much everything. So we'll see how this one works. If not, then I don't know, your boy's selling it. But I think this one was cool. I wanted the black one. It had a black on black print, but I liked it because not a lot of the Fear of God stuff that was coming out, it's hooded, was coming out with any branding on the front. Oh, well, it's like raised a little bit. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of it, but it's like a little rubber texture raised, so it's not stitched on. It's probably just, I don't know, vinyl pressed on, but it's cool. It's got, what else does it have on there? No other branding on it? Oh, here we go. On the sleeve, on the left sleeve, you just have Essentials Fear of God, which is cool. Put them right there. And that's pretty much it. I think retail for these was 90 bucks. And it looks pretty big. So, I mean, if you're looking for it to fit, I'd probably go down a size. I mean, if you like the baggy fit, which a lot of stuff is now, then just go true to size and it's going to be baggy on you. I mean, this will probably just fit me because I went down to an extra large instead of a 2X, which is fine because I don't like stuff that baggy anyways. I'm huge as it is, so I want stuff that makes me look even huger. Not a word, but that's cool. I think there are reselling, again, if you're a reseller, for around 170, 150. Now for the next collection, on the 17th, 8 a.m., PacSun's website, online only, it says, because today we got word all the malls are shutting back down in California, for most of the part, 30 counties, which is a lot of California, like Sacramento, LA, a lot of the larger markets, all the malls have to shut down effective immediately. So this will be online only, which it's probably going to be harder because it's just bot city. But I don't know if this is going to be the same color, if they're going to restock any colors. Some of the stuff in the original lookbook wasn't in the first drop. They had this cool crew neck that I was looking for that looked like heather kind of gray-ish, whatever the hell it's called. That wasn't in the first drop collection, or at least I didn't see it. So it's probably going to be in this one, and then I'm assuming they're going to restock some of the other pieces from the first collection. Anyways, that'll be on the 17th again, so keep an eye out for those. Yeah, I wanted to do a little bit of unboxing of a couple things also that came in recently. Nike's had a bunch of crazy sales, so I swooped up these. They are another women's shoe. It's the Air Max 98 Olivia Kim. Here's the box. And I liked a lot of her collection. Those Jordan 4s that she came out with, those sold out super fast. These I thought were cool. I mean, they're nothing too special, but I think they're dope. Got that Betty Boop like her other ones do. Just the Air Max 98. It's a cool colorway. I was a fan of them. 98, every Air Max pretty much is comfortable as hell, but 98s are super comfortable with that. Just air going all the way through the midsole there. Love this one. I also have the Air Force One that came out in her collection pack. So she had, I don't remember, I think 4 shoes. The Air Force One is also one of my favorites. Let me check that one out. This was the Air Force One that came out in her collection, like a green, Volt green snakeskin, and then this whole midsole and outsole is glow in the dark, and it is crazy bright. It actually glows like most shoes say they glow, but they don't. This one for sure does. And it still glows. Even if I put it back now and shut everything down, it's going to glow. I've had these for a while and worn them. Another women's shoe, but it's got blue corduroy. And these I think you can get now for like 70 bucks. I think retail on them was 110. The Air Max 98s were around 70 bucks also. Retail for those, I think like 180. So those were crazy discounted. But yeah, that's the last thing I got. So hopefully you guys like the vid. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna try to keep them coming with vids. I think I'm gonna do some how to cop or give you some info on some other shoes coming out. This weekend we have the Yeezy 350 V2 Zions coming out, which I'm all about. So I think I'm gonna have that vid out in a couple of days, if not a day. I'll try to put this vid up, you know, as soon as possible also, but I want to give you guys a little more info on how to get those, because I have a lot of people DMing me or asking me, you know, how to get them, where do I sign up, and I share a lot of that info on my Instagram. Follow me right there if you guys ever have any questions. And you know, if it's a shoe that I don't want and you know want someone else to go for it, I'll go for it for you and then just ship it out. I'm not going to recharge you or charge you up for it. It's just kind of what you do. I'm not a reseller, so I'd rather just, you know, make a connection and help somebody out who's into kicks. But yeah, keep an eye out for the next vid. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. Follow me on Instagram. My Twitter's, I don't really tweet a whole lot, but I follow a ton of shoe accounts that do restocks and I retweet them, so might as well follow me there also. But yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.